What is up, all of you awesome and amazing people on YouTube? The old Coot here, coming at you with another exciting video. This is the Royal Craftwood cutting board. This happens to be the bigger one. I believe this is is this the XXL size? Yes, the XXL cutting board, premium bamboo. I'll show you all the beautiful grain. You can actually see the detail in the wood that it is real bamboo, which is very, very important. So anyways, let me give you all some quick measurements here. I've kind of already done this in advance because it's kind of hard to do with one hand, but basically it's around 20 inches wide, right? Left to right. And then top to bottom, it is give or take around 14 inches, as you can see right there. So pretty nice area to do your cutting, your chopping, your whatever. Basically, I'm going to use this for almost everything. I kind of did some bell peppers on another board, and I got this in the mail, and I said, okay, from now on, I'm going to start using this one. But basically, for chopping, you can carve a turkey on this, or roast beef, you know, kind of whatever you like to do or whatever you want to do. Let's look at the overall wood itself. So there you go. That's basically what it looks like. And then what's kind of nice is that groove in there, which is like a juice groove. And you can already kind of see all those little dots? Well, basically that's the grain of the bamboo. And very well constructed, very smooth, by the way, very nice. Out of the box or out of the packaging, basically just give it a quick wash, let it dry, and then it's ready to use. So it does come pre-oiled from the factory, so to speak. But I do like that juice groove in there that's all the way around. So that's kind of nice to catch your juices if like you're carving a turkey or fish or poultry or pork or whatever the case may be. And then what I also love is on the sides. Oh, look at this. It's got a little indentation there, right? See that? So you can pick up the board a lot easier. So basically like this would be the end or the edge, and then it's got this little groove cut out. So you basically put your fingers in there, you lift, and then you can pick up the board pretty easily. This is the backside of water. This is basically what the backside looks like. It's almost, you know, completely smooth, completely from end to end smooth. It's just, you do have that notch right here. So if you are going to use it this way, just know that it might be kind of interesting to get underneath it, to lift it, to pick it up. It's really intended to be used on the other side. But if you wanted to use it on this side without the groove, for whatever reason, maybe rolling some pasta dough or kind of doing whatever, or if you're, you know, cooking something that's Asian themed, maybe you might make some dumplings or noodles, you know, whatever the case may be, you might want to use this side instead. But same kind of process. So anyways, give it a good wash, right? Little mild soap and water, whatever. Just kind of get it clean. Make sure it dries out completely. What you can do as well, if you want, is you can always go over it with a paper towel and a little bit of olive oil, which is kind of like what I do. Let me see. There we go. So, and I'm kind of out. I'm kind of low on the olive oil. But basically, I would just put a little bit of olive oil into the paper towel and then just kind of wipe it around, make sure I get an even coating of olive oil. And what that does is that helps to hydrate the bamboo, right? Make sure that it's hydrated and that it doesn't dry out or crack out. But it also basically kind of smooths out the surface so that you kind of make it waterproof or a little less likely for whatever juices you're cutting on here. Like if you are cutting up some roasted peppers, you know, like so, something like this, you know, if you're going to cut these up and turn them into that, well, obviously it's going to get juicy and runny and messy and all that good stuff. And you're trying to use it as a cutting board, not as a sponge. Does that make sense? Cutting board, not a sponge. Anyways, inside joke. But basically, I do give it another coat of olive oil. And then every so often what I'll do is I'll just go over it once again with some olive oil, maybe every 10th time I use it or something similar. Anyways, you kind of get the idea. Let's go ahead and take a look at the paperwork. So here's what it comes wrapped in, right? So when you get your board, it'll be wrapped in like a plastic, like a cellophane plastic type material. This will kind of be around the board. And basically what it's saying is that Royal Craftwood is the name of the company. You know, excellence you deserve, which is a great, it's a great board. It really is a great board. Cutting board premium wood. This happens to be the XXL size. There are different sizes available. 100% bamboo, which is nice. It's sturdy, professional grade, chopping, cutting, serving. You kind of get the idea. Backside of water here. Here's the barcode. If you want to compare this to the one that you receive in the mail by clicking the link below, because I will put a link below in the description. Keep that in mind. And then up here, you can kind of see premium quality, unique design, keeps your knives sharp. And the reason why, it's important to explain that. The reason why it keeps your knives sharp is because when you're cutting into this board, you're not damaging the, I mean, there's going to be a little bit of wear and tear on your knife, but you're not damaging your knife if you were cutting it, say, on like a piece of granite, which would really be horrendous on your knife. So use the cutting board. Bamboo is a softer wood, right? So the knife kind of glides through whatever it is you're cutting. And then as you get to the board itself and you're cutting through the bamboo, it's a little less impactful on the blade and the sharpness of the blade. So that's why they put that in there, keeps your knife sharp. And then 100% bamboo, water resistant. And the reason why it's water resistant, as we mentioned, was because from the factory, it comes with a coating of oil. After you wash it, I still like to go over it with another coating of olive oil just to kind of do that. You could also use vegetable oil or Crisco if you wanted to use that. Just something to give you one extra, just that, like one extra layer of protection of moisture barrier so that your juices of whatever you're cutting don't go into the wood, keeping it a little more sanitary anyways. Okay, so then keep your cutting board looking new. Recommend hand wash only. Wash it with mild soap, rinse and dry immediately, store in a dry place, and then apply food grade mineral oil once a month. Basically, yeah, you could do that, or like I said, I use either olive oil, vegetable oil, that kind of vibe. Strongly not recommend a bamboo cutting board. Don't put it in the dishwasher due to extreme heat, because obviously this isn't one chunk of bamboo. If you know what bamboo looks like, it comes in little tubes like that. And then what they do is they cut it flat and then they glue those pieces together, probably with pressure and with glue. So if you put it in the dishwasher, that heat and water combination will cause separation, and then you're going to have toothpicks instead of a cutting board. Just saying. Anyway, popsicle sticks. Anyways, there you go. So there's all your information. Strongly recommend, blah, blah, blah. There's their company info right there. Coming out of Georgia, which is amazing. That is the eastern side of the United States. Great little state, the state of Georgia, the great state of Georgia. Anyways, made in China. Then here's some literature that comes with it as well. Some cleaning, you know, the soap thing, you know, pat dry immediately with clean cloth. Like what you don't want to do is you don't want to cut something on here, stick it in your sink and just let it sit with water. Like that's the last thing you want to do. Use it, wash it, dry it, right? That's the best thing that you can do. Anyways, so then the rest of this is oiling. You know, it kind of tells you your board comes oiled and ready to use. Just give it a quick wash and it's ready for action. Action Jackson. Okay, there you go. Anyways, we recommend Carl Lewis, R.I.P., but he was a great man, by the way. Remember that Action Jackson? Was that him? Yeah, that was him. Anyways, if you remember that movie, give yourself a big thumbs up, because that's a nice, 1980s, early 90s classic movie. Anyways, so we recommend oiling food board, mineral oil every 2 to 3 weeks or once a month or whatever, as soon as it appears dry. Oiling is vital to protect the bamboo from drying, which can lead to cracking. So that crackage action is what you're trying to avoid. Anyways, on this side, you basically get another little, thank you for choosing our product. There's that. We'll be more than happy to help. You can call them, right? Ask Seller button. Do that. You can email them, etc., etc. And then you do get one more little piece of literature that kind of has follow us on Instagram. You can scan that QR code if you want to, take a screenshot, whatever, do what you got to do. Get your prize, or whatever. Send us a direct message. Magic words, royal bonus. There you go. So anyway, start your journey towards eco-friendly living. There's Royal Craft Wood. You get the idea. Anyways, hope you liked your seeing. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button down there below. I will put a link to this down there below in the description. Make sure to check that out. I'm the Old Coot, and I'll catch you all in the next exciting video.